How tired are you of being tracked online for advertising purposes? I don't mind the internet, as many ads as they please. I do know YouTube needs to calm their ass down. Google using my search history to give me targeted ads. That's manageable. Facebook app listening to my conversations is straight up crooked. That's what needs to stop. I find the invasion of privacy disturbing. I find it even more disturbing that the majority of responses ITT are okay with it. Surveillance capitalism's goal is to control our behavior, and that should concern everyone. The tech giants are dictating an unprecedented transformation of society with a complete lack of oversight, and that is intolerable. Can you make it stop? Just to show me ads. That's clumsy. That's 10 years ago. I'm tired of being the product. It costs me rights as a consumer. Where are my protections when the data they've gathered only barely with my consent gets leaked, and that causes me hardship? Or worse, when it's something like a credit score that I can't opt out of. I'm tired of companies making backdoor deals about sharing, selling their data to potentially shady or unethical entities. Most of all, I'm tired not of the individual advertising but on the subtle and constant stream demanding that I consume with no regard for the well-being of the planet, or my ability to pay for the consumption. Not as tired of that as I am of being tracked for data we don't yet know what for future uses collection purposes. I'm just tired of them listening to me. Like I'll have a conversation with my wife about something and then I'll have a fucking ad for it online. Never once looked the item up and yet there it is, in an ad. Ad blocker RRR. Never leave home without it. These fucks should be paying us for selling _our_ info. Enough to have deleted social media. I only wish they did a better job at knowing what I'm interested in. I have Facebook pretty fine-tuned now cause they let me say why I hate specific ads, but YouTube really keeps missing the mark. Today I was watching a podcast where someone was talking about their current and very sad struggle with addiction. Then an obnoxious Domino's ad comes on. Read the room. The nearest Domino's is 35 miles from me. What's the point of having my location and all my data if you're not even going to use it? It is a concern. I have found that the best way to begin to combat this is to live a lie online. For instance, I am a dog, and yet here you would believe I am a people. I'm tired of having to uncheck cookies each time. More annoyingly, if I forgot to check them off at Amazon or so, I get ads exclusively for stuff I recently bought. That's not how you make money. I was eating Tostitos Chunky Salsa tonight and browsing YouTube, and I got an ad for Tostitos Chunky Salsa for the first time ever. I swear they could hear me crunching on the tortilla chips and generated the ad based on that noise. I mind. Especially when this shit gets a hold of your microphone. Was talking to my friend today about visiting Vermont and an ad popped up this evening. It's happened several times. Honestly, whatever. At the end of the day it's providing sites with revenue that keep them free and keep them operating. I am more annoyed at political texts, like random ads on the side of internet pages is fine, but why do you have my number and why are you using it to make me vote for you? I never told this, nor did I text or search about this. I thought it'd be good to get a moon cactus cause it's really cute. The very next day, I get an advertisement showing a moon cactus. Like seriously, you guys read minds? I used to be annoyed. And when it comes to Facebook, I still am, because I'm always getting really creepy wish ads. However, ads outside of Facebook have been generally really helpful for me, because they made me discover mangas I ended up buying, and loving. Enough to use DuckDuckGo and AdBlock and watch out about my thoughts because for some reasons these ads are reading my mind. I know it sounds crazy but IDC, it makes my blood boil to this point. Since I don't like buying shit and have no need for the majority of the things they show me, and things I do have a need for are usually things I searched on my own, I'm pretty tired of ads. But honestly ads for tangible shit don't compare to intrusive political ads. I'm really bugged that my data was sold off for people in different states to message me relentlessly to vote in states I don't live in. I know I didn't offer up my info at all. Not very. I'd much rather see advertisements for a sports car than advertisements for some kid's toy. There's an add-on extension you might like called Ad Nauseam. It tricks all the blocked ads and tracking services on the page into thinking you've clicked on them, which drains the advertising account of whoever is paying for the ads, messes up the reliability of click-through statistics for the advertising companies themselves, and spams any data collection about you with a torrent of false positives. Google seems to dislike it enough to remove it from the extension hub without reason. automatically uninstalling it from 60,000 people's computers in the process, so it's probably doing something irritating for them at least. Not at all. I'd rather have relevant adverts than futile attempts to flog me shit I'd never want. I am still amazed on how much they can hear. About a week ago or so I was talking to my parents about my friends. In this whole 30 to 40 minutes conversation, I said something about a friend's brother-in-law living in Kenya for work for almost 15 years now. This must not have taken more than 10 seconds. After 2 days, I started getting ads for learning Swahili. So annoyed that it officially makes me not want to buy their stupid shit. I'm pretty tired of being advertised things that are far out of my price range. But now I don't have to because of the new Bacon King burger meal deal for $11.99 from Burger King. 2 mouth-watering, flame-grilled patties topped with everyone sucks here cheddar cheese, juicy sizzling bacon, and served on a toasted sesame seed bun with an appetizing spread of signature sauce. All that deliciousness goes perfectly with a side of fries and a refreshing beverage. A feast fit for a king at a price you can't beat, only at Burger King. About to ditch Gmail once and for all. This will take a bit of effort but probably worth it. Showing ads on websites is kind of a necessary evil. The problem I have with tracking is when I visit a retail site one time, don't buy anything, and never enter any sort of personal info, but a couple hours later I get spam from them along the lines of, "Hey, we noticed you looked at product X, you better act now or the price might go up." Or the time a few weeks ago when I mentioned a medical condition in a thread on this site and the email address I used to sign up started getting spam messages about treatments for that medical condition the next day. I'd never mentioned it before, never Googled anything about it, and never gotten any spam about it. But one mention on this site and there come the emails. Casting a broad net is a waste of money. For example, running an advertisement on television in New Hampshire for California milk. So I'm cool with them using it to target me with specific items. Hell, I'll even train it to an extent. I've been shopping for inexpensive sunglasses and the ads definitely help me rather than struggling through search results. Of course, I do run ad blockers in the browser and Pi-hole. Ultimately, I'd like to see tech like Brave and Bat gain more acceptance, giving the users more control. I'm ad-blocked up the Yahoo! Jailbroke my phone just to do that. Across 80 channels I'm subscribed to on YT, I still see the same 10 ads on circulation every quarter. It makes me sad for all the smaller companies that really need to get their name out. Back in the day they would use Yellow Pages or something. Now the competition for online advertisement is too high for the people who need it most. Renders it sort of useless and makes it annoying for me, the consumer. uBlock Origin, YouTube Vanced for mobile devices. Also a Pi-hole is a network-wide DNS sinkhole for telemetrics tracking and ads. I remember when I had Facebook it always would suggest all these Canadian right-wing pages, despite never actually having any interest in them. Then I found all the information they got from third parties back from 2013, so then I just deleted that shit. Now all I got is some hipster dude waving at me on Reddit talking about mental health or something as a repetitive ad. Nice try Google surveys. I'm tired of them showing me ads for shit I've already bought. Amazon, if I look at 15 frying pans, then buy one on Amazon, stop showing me ads for the other 14. Don't really care. Can't afford any of it anyway. I use quite a few ad blockers and my browsers are set to clear all cookies when closed, and it helps quite a bit. I do still get ads on my phone that push for items that I'm shopping for, but it's not terrible. If I still had to watch ads on YouTube, I'd just quit using it. It's sometimes interesting to see a link to the same website you've already been to or an ad for a product you've already purchased. I just find it frustrating when they show me that then a poop-themed kid's toy 2 minutes later. News websites and recipe sites are nearly unusable because of the ads and videos. The level of ads where it needs to die. YouTube lost my revenue. I refuse to have to skip ADA every 2 minutes. Not at all. All of my personal information is out there. As someone who went to college and got jobs in that magical time between organizations storing everything online and the advent of actual internet security, I basically have no secrets from anyone. If it helps them serve me better ads and funds sites I like, whatever. It's whatever, but YouTube needs to cut their shit. I think that some advertising is good and some is bad. Example, YouTube shares ad revenue with creators. This is good. Bad advertising is Facebook or Instagram shoving an ad down your throat every 3 posts. I agree companies need to make money, but come on. Way too oversaturated. This is why I stopped using them. Not in the slightest. Because I don't see anything. Because I have an ad blocker and can't fathom how any person alive doesn't know about them at this point. They're doing a crap job. I've bought some of the stuff but still get ads for it. I mean, I literally have the items I don't need it advertised to me anymore. Also, Facebook. My cat died back in June, and I posted about it. Then Facebook starts popping up old pics of said cat. I still miss my kitty, and that doesn't help. If Facebook has such great algorithms, why can't it pick up on a death and avoid mention of it? About this much. I'm not tired of it, as I use an adblocker and a VPN. Honestly, I don't really mind. I am in such a mentality that I block out any ad I see anyway. Just by saying that I've never, ever, not a single fucking time in my life, bought something I've seen on an internet ad, and having to watch 2 personalized ads before I see a 4 minutes long video, I would say maybe a bit tired. I don't care. The way I see it, since I'm using an ad blocker all the time, it's basically just like being stalked by silent invisible solicitors. It sounds creepy, but I really don't like ads. I don't like ads in general, especially YouTube. I don't like the idea that everything I do online is known by every ad company. I like looking for things on my own without going on shady websites like ads suggest. Last month I was looking for a washing machine and I still get ads for those. It freaks me out.